Welcome, everyone. I am Lexington Maximus, CEO of the Art of Admissions, along with my very good friend, Tash Uray with Enrollment Resources. And if you want great marketing, great leads, great marketing support, contact Tash. Enrollment Resources is awesome. And if you want admission support, helping you to create the best 2023 ever, contact me as well. All right, Tash, get right to it. Holiday on the brain. It is now November 22nd, looking at my calendar, 1:46 p.m. Eastern time. Holiday on the brain. And that goes for both explorers. I'm too busy to come in for an appointment. I have no money. To the teams as well, the admissions teams. So we were talking a little bit before we started this. So what do you do to keep the admissions teams focused and motivated so they don't have holiday on the brain and check out for the next month and a half?
Yeah, I just think that you have to write off performance for the last, few weeks of the year, the month of December, and anything post-Thanksgiving.
You know what? You're right. Just they could do anything they want.
Just let go of the reins.
Give them the opportunity, directors and owners. They need time to do their TikTok dances. Build their followers. So forget about admission for the next 5 or 6 weeks. That's option A. Or what's option B, Tash?
Yeah. Well, so you mentioned for the explorers. So, what the gift of education to an explorer and to the family is a super cool thing. And with New Year's and the new year right around the corner, we are getting into the new year, new career, mindset. So I think we can help our explorers. What I want to talk a little bit more about, though, is the team. What are we doing, about your own team, and how's your cadence, and how's your energy, and how's your focus, with the group, and I just think back to some of the, fun and performance lifting, energy giving types of activities that we've done. And there's so many simple ones, like how many of you, let your team dress up, for holidays and wear holiday outfit. How many of you are actually decorating, your offices, or is that too politically incorrect? So there's certainly ways to have some fun, with the holidays and give energy and still focus on performance. But you've changed the climate, and the climate has a just wire to it.
I have a prop if I can find it here. Because what you want to do is you want to build the slingshot on the holiday spirit with your team. Leverage that holiday spirit in the positivity, the positive aspect of that, because when you leverage it, it naturally is creating this tension to express more joy, more love, more focus on productivity and activity and positive energy. And when your reps are feeling more positive, they're communicating more positively, more people will end up moving forward, whether it's an appointment, creating one, showing for one, or applying at your school.
Yeah, I think putting on a few of those holiday pounds and having your team bring in, whatever some of their favorite dishes are, that's such an easy one. Maybe some music, maybe your top performer, for the week gets to choose the tunes, and you let folks listen to music, over the course of a week. Just break up your typical routine, disrupt it a little bit with something that's playful and something that's energetic.
Bingo. Here, I'll do a twirl with that too, because when you disrupt things, it refreshes things. And what are holidays? Holidays are disruptive, positive disruptions. They break up a year, so there isn't the monotony for many people of, okay, same old year. We have Christmas, we have Hanukkah, we have, all the other holidays, July 4th. If you celebrate Arbor Day, I hope you do. Trees are beautiful. Trees are people too. But it breaks things up. And so break up the day-to-day with this fun. And ask your team for ideas as well. What would bring fun and joy to our admissions team and our admissions process for the next 5-6 weeks? Yeah. And that can and use the best ideas. Even have a contest. Whoever gets uses their ideas, they get something special, lunch with you, or I don't know, coal in their stocking this year.
So things like, what are we grateful for? And how many of you done the exercise? You have your team together in a room, and you put your hand over somebody, and then that person closes their eyes, and the rest of the team says something that they're grateful, for about that particular individual. And
Oh,
by the time you get around, I know that's soft and mushy,
no,
okay, but it's effective.
Gosh, it is awesome. And here's an idea. I just remember this because you remember this your whole life. I was a teacher in a private school many years ago, and there was an exercise near the beginning of the year, and where people got a chance to know each other a bit. And then we were asked to write one thing about each person, and it was anonymous, and it would go into a hat. And we would just put their name on it and write one thing that we perceived positive about that person. And there were like 35 people in that training and orientation. And when I got mine, and it's probably the same for everyone else, but wow, I felt really good. This is how people see me, the positive aspects. And I had those for years and years. So do that with your team. Come together. You do that as a team, as a team, or as different departments, and have each person write one positive thing about their team members, and they will treasure those for decades, many times, and it uplifts the emotional state of your team. And what does that do with your appointment setting and your shows and your applications, Tash?
Yeah, absolutely. Efficiency, that's surface level. Effectiveness, that's deeper. Spirit, that's most important. Efficiency, are we efficiently doing our activity? Effectiveness, are we skilled at it? And is the process a quality process? But those two things can be true. But if I'm not on my A game and intense, then I was listening to the radio and I heard some criticism of the Cardinals for the Monday Night Football game and their lack of effort and their energy in tackling. And one team showed up and brought intensity and brought their A game. And the other team showed up and they were just flat and got crushed.
Right. So one team had the eye of the tiger, the other had the eye of the swan or something, or the eye of the mouse. And so it increases that focus and intention. So one of the themes perhaps can be give the gift of a new career, a new life to every human being you make contact with. And one aside, stop telling them about you got to enroll in a program. You don't sell programs, everyone. You sell futures. That's what they're doing. That's what they're selling. That's what they're there for.
Yeah. And, and when it's the holidays, it's even easier to talk about family and extended family, and expand on that. And even on your campuses, maybe on the operations side, there is a lot that you're doing to dress your campus up, and maybe pictures of your students, kids, or families, on the walls, just things like that. They're simple. There's no real cost to them, and they create a lot of goodwill and they give a lot of energy.
Absolutely. All right, Tash, we are out of time for today in Lunch with Lexington and Tashington, or whatever we may call this. And if you'd like us to cover something, everyone, comment, just put a comment there. Tash, Lexington, I'd love you to cover this. Or if you want to be our guest, we love guests, and join us. And let's talk about whatever you want, how we can help. There's a million things that can help admissions, both from a mindset perspective, a heart set, emotional perspective, skill set perspective, process perspective, operations perspective. The list goes on and on. So, all right, any last words of holiday wisdom?
My last words, gobble, gobble.
And as we are Tuesday, Wednesday, two days from Easter. That was quite an interesting, authentic turkey.
Oh, thank you.
All right, everyone, we'll see you next time. For Tash, Enrollment Resources Lexington, contact Tash tell them where to contact you. Tash at what?
TASH at enrollmentresources.com.
Any questions, support, pick his brain. Any admissions questions or marketing questions, Tash. Admissions questions, Lex at theartofadmissions.com. We'll see you next time, everyone. Enjoy a great holiday.
Bye, everybody.